Hi Libra, if you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. I have created an ink blot made in your name and essence if you'd like to take a screenshot so you can scry on your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. Libras, we're also going to add on some tarot and oracle, and we have ghost tube here kick in for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate, so please do receive or release freely. Sorry, I'm still a little under the weather, but I sound worse than it really is, so apologies for the stuffy sounds. I'm going to get ready to open. You're welcome to join me, or you can fast forward through, of course. When you're ready to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Libra Collective. Libras, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura of early January. Well, that's where we are, early Jan, so thank you. We'll do it from one perspective. We'll scry from one perspective for early Jan, and we will flip it later on for another perspective for late Jan or end of Jan. So if you want to keep an eye out for that. All right, some cards that came out here in the pre-shuffle, but most importantly, take in whatever you see, sense, or feel, always following your own intuition first versus my yammerings. I'm seeing a helicopter. I mean business. I'm seeing a really nice connection here. A lot of messages from, I'm going to say spirit. And you know me, spirit of the afterlife, spirit guides, ancestors, spirit creation of all things.
Sad.
Yeah, it does feel like somebody that's passed, so this is quite specifically. I might have been having to move through grief, something I've been carrying. There's hearts here. I'm like weighing up my hearts almost. But I'm also like working on heart strength. Whatever that is, it can be, love of your job or love of your children, your family, your friends, self-love, whatever the case may be. But it's almost like I can see like barbells, like heart barbells. Also what it is that I create. Okay. Not to be creepy. Something about like roadkill.
Damaged.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm going to leave that there. Also seeing a lamb. Earth. An earth lamb, specifically. There's a gentleness about... I don't know if there's something gentle. Especially if anyone's going through grief. Something about comedy. Like comedy, laughing, medicine. I feel like a sense of humor can change a lot of frequencies. Yeah, there's all these people in spirit. When I say spirit, this feels afterlifey. This feels like people in the afterlife, those that have passed on, ancestors, angels, whatever the case may be. I am reaching out for them. I really might have had a partner pass, and my condolences if you've had a partner pass, or somebody that you would consider a soulmate, soul family. Yeah. I feel like for some you might have even actually been twins. Interesting. Okay. There's all these... Yeah. Okay. Give me a moment. They hear you. Because I don't know if you can see it here, but there is some yellow up here. So it's almost like in this castle. Oh, you know what also this is? This is like new love. So for some, there might be a new love, new romantic relationship. Because I'm seeing it like in bed together, like laying in bed. Romance.
Jessica.
Romance. And do you know what's funny that I'm seeing? I'm seeing like an old school waterbed. Amazing if you remember waterbeds. Amazing. Libras, okay, let's take a moment here to look at your angel number, which is 5. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. I am adaptable.
Idiotic.
You are adapting. I think before you might have actually, if I may, with the roadkill, if I'm trying to, not trying, but if I follow it, it's I don't adapt to things that I don't think are a good idea or whatnot. Okay, thank you. And I won't feel bad about that. Libras, if there's anything you feel that you've kind of been like ran over by, person, place, or thing, job, you know, the usual channels, and even the more unusual channels, but you know your deal. If there's anything you kind of been run over by, there is someone in spirit that's helping nurturing that part of you. So I almost want to say, so like your awareness adapts and you don't do it again. And I don't mean like do it again, but it's almost like if you, especially with this 5, it's like changing awarenesses. If people are being, or it doesn't have to be people, and I don't like, even of yourself, right? I don't necessarily like sending it out, but for some reason it has that feel. Like I kind of got ran over by something. Maybe it's somebody's personality or just the way they communicate, some sort of overshadowing. I don't know what it is. It's not necessarily the point for me to try and figure it out. But I might not have been listening to something at some point. And now I am. Like, it's almost like something happened. I realized something, some sort of realization. And it might have been unexpected. But it told me something and it taught me something. And now I'm a lot gentler on myself. And even your gentleness can threaten people. That is a strength, right? That is a strength. But not everyone deserves your kindness, I'm going to say. I'm going to try and be kind and say kindness, Libra, because I feel like you've been up against something quite significant. But it goes within the self first, right? And I feel like Libras know that. Like you read your own book before you start, throwing the judging books by its cover type thing. Because then you also have here spirals of creation that come in. And this is what spirals of manifestation. This is what I feel very aware of. So it's like even the things that are I thought were gone within me, it's like my gentleness is calling them back in.
Greetings.
Hi, how are you? Here for the Libra Collective. Sorry. Then I also want to come into here this Heaven Sent card, 33. Like you might, okay. There might be some Libras that have been through something, an accident or an aha moment, an awareness, and you're kind of having to go through, like looking at this. You're being very gentle on yourself, or hopefully you are as you're doing through, because I don't feel like this is some small feat. This is like helicopter style, really taking a good look at things from a large perspective of what I create, spirals of manifestation that draws it down to earth. What is connected into other things like a mosaic. This is how it's making me feel. Okay, that's somewhat separate right here. But where I feel like Heaven Sent is when you are speaking, because of this process that you've been through, or this comedy, tragedy, comedy, weighing things out. What is worth you weighing things out? Worth its weight in gold as well to you? Something that feels very refreshing is coming in. Yeah, it feels very refreshing. Like I've had a big dose of vitamin C. And I understand I could be all over here, and that's fine. It is the way it is. It's like wandering a dream. But there are people, places, and things in heaven
I can't speak.
that are, they hear you. They hear you. And I don't know how else to say that. They just they hear you. Yes. Okay. Knight of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so even in here, I don't think the coloring has it come through here. All this gold and all this blue, the Knight of Swords. Now, whatever that may mean to you, always follow your own intuition first, but I tend to follow the artistry first. Somebody could be writing what they want in a person, even if it's a reflection of myself. It's like I'm writing it out. I could also be writing a letter of forgiveness or receiving a letter of forgiveness. Could also be the way I am writing things out about, what I see. Some of you might be like a journalist or a reporter. Like you're reporting on things that you're seeing. Yeah, see, there's something. Things that you see. Ace of Wands, and there's that writing. The book, the journal, the newspaper. You got to keep things in balance.
Screen.
Got to keep things in, yeah, King of Cups. There's something that you got to keep in balance, like your emotional composure. Even if this isn't in regards to a career per se, this could be something in just the way you're looking at your life. Okay, you also have the llama here. Your llama rune. I'll read it to you. The llama spirit brings adaptability, perseverance, responsibility, and endurance. Llamas climb slowly and safely, making sure that their footing is always secure. Your llama spirit can help you overcome hurdles. He teaches worthy goals can be reached with extra effort and hard work. Oh my goodness, my hand was falling. Thank you. There's your spirit animal. Perseverance, responsibility, and endurance. It's like a big sailboat. They don't necessarily go fast. Something about for the long haul. The long haul, looking at the story of my life. What characters that I play. The stories that I tell myself. Staying calm. It's important that I stay calm. It's almost like
Beside you.
like you might have some sort of crisis management ability. I know that sounds kind of weird, but like you might just have a really good sense in a crisis. Somebody also might be like a medical investigator or something like that, or you're looking into something maybe from an accident. From this accident or something had happened. And I'm not necessarily feeling like I'm being driven by revenge or retribution or something like that, but there's definitely something. Maybe it's like medical expenses or something like that. I'm also seeing a big baby pin. From like cloth diapers. Alright, sorry. If you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. You warm my haunted heart. Truly, truly, truly. And I'm so grateful for your powerful presence and awesome awareness. Shine like the star that you are. Church, temple, mosque. Recognize your spiritual authority. Hold on a minute here.
How old are you?
I am 45. Thank you very much. Yes. Sex, kiss, hug. Okay, so you're right in that romance. Face and embrace all parts of yourself. Maybe you're going to take yourself out for dinner. If you're if you're in a partnership or a friendship, or maybe you want to say to your, your girlfriend or your buddy, be like, hey,
Harm.
let's go and or let's go to our favorite wing place, or let's go for steaks or something like that. There's just something about that. It's like embracing that even your friends, your partner, whatever the case may be, you're a part of yourself. Like you're welcoming, they're in your world, and that feels, it feels important, and you're a part of their world, and it's like you're each other's celebrities. Because you help each other shine in these spirals of. I want to note here, I'm not going to apologize for being all over the place. It is what it is. Spirals of manifestation and celebrity shine like the star that you are. I think that's what it says, or did I completely make it up? Shine like the star that you are. There's so much creation going on. There's so much creation going on. There's something about honoring as well. It's like it's like my connection with God, source, energies, entities, people in the afterlife, because I'm seeing the movie What Dreams May Come in this card. It's like you are literally creating and then even see how it's like a spiral here. Whatever it is that you worship is what comes into manifestation. And for some of you, whether it's, personal, professional, I do feel like that there's some sort of a status. Maybe you are upgrading or becoming, what is that term, like viral, or whatever the case may be, trendy. I don't know, get attention. Because it's something that you've created really, really well. And you continue to create really, really well. And that you've also let go of things that maybe didn't work out before. I kind of see like this journal or this like scrapbook of ideas or something like that. There's just a lot going on in it. It's like I keep jotting down ideas knowing I don't have to do them all right now, and I might come back to some of them. That's how it makes me feel, like I'll come back to those at some point in time if I'm looking for inspiration. Somebody also might be a teacher. You might be teaching other people how to do what you do.
Aquarius.
Every time you do that thing you do. Yeah, navigator of engines and two of engines. You might be teaching somebody else or have an apprentice. I see like talking through a speaker. It's a weird thing to see, like Charlie's Angels, like through a speaker. Could be like the subconscious space, something along that lines. I feel like some of you might you hear things like from way back when you were a kid, baby, like you were born with a gift. Some of you also might be looking for a lover.
Whiskey.
Some of you might have a pet in spirit as well that is saying hello. Does that make sense? Sorry, did I burp? There we go. I am dissecting something. Okay, so this is what's making me feel in this Lady of Leviathan's. This is kind of what it makes me feel like when I was talking about like that roadkill or that accident or something like that, or the aha moment, right? Even an aha moment can be an accident. An accident can be an aha moment. It's like, oh, but look, I landed here, and now I get to like, you actually landed somewhere that reveals something to you, and you recognize that. So it's like you get in there, and lo and behold, whatever this is, you have it has the ability to help other people. But you've had to go through the awkward part of looking at it from different angles. And if you're not already, it's as though you being the navigator here, you might have an apprentice. This is also working with spirit to me, this card. Time, spirit, those that have passed on before, connecting into the different spirals of manifestation before you that have worked. Some of you also might be looking at like philosophy.
Don't leave me.
Philosophies of those before you, like almost like Hermeticism is coming through, or Hermes, I don't know, pick any of them. It depends what subject matter or industry you're quite interested in, and how you want to manifest and how you want to create. But it's like either you are a teacher and somebody else is the apprentice because you're going to be getting ready to move on to something else, or vice versa, you're stepping into being an apprentice of maybe like past ways of philosophizing things, different ways, schools of thoughts, or the way things have been done before. It's like comedy and tragedies have always existed, but the way I'm seeing it in different plays, that how they were depicted, and I apologize if my wordage, it's crazy, but how they were depicted by the people, by the actors, by what the public wanted. Again, there could be like this whole journal, investigative journal, like you're looking into things of how it was depicted and how I want to be a part, like what's my part in that, what's my part in the way it's being depicted. Some of you also might be like a playwright or considering being a playwright. Again, you might be, and even with the Navigator of Vengeance here, I can't help but, like, there's the books in the apple. Like, it always reminds me of just like a teacher and apprentice teacher. You might even have two teachers. There's so much spirit wandering around you, it's crazy. So I don't even know which spirit of somebody here in the animated aura, to the afterlife aura, to the angel atmosphere. Like, I feel like they come in when you call them. But there's something about what you're carrying. Being mindful of what you carry. Because I'm seeing somebody like with a, pointer to like a chalkboard or something like that. Like some sort of presentation. I kind of feel like I'm just airing it all out. Maybe you're writing like a biography or an autobiography or somebody else's. Like maybe you've been doing investigative work on a celebrity or a character in history or in time. And like that's how you're learning about it. Oh my goodness. Okay, give me one more moment.
Chakras.
And I feel like for this connection, this emotional connection with someone or something, partner, this, that, or the other, it feels balanced. Almost like it's like if there's Virgo feel in there as well. Maybe a little bit of this weird way of putting it, say like karmic understanding. Like, I don't know, not trauma bonding. Maybe that's what I'm being mindful of, not to trauma bond. But I feel like I'm with somebody, or I have this friend, whatever the soulmate resonance is. I feel as though we do understand something. It's like somebody who maybe, I don't know what it is, but we get each other. That's how it makes me feel. We just get each other. It's like having your best friend and you can laugh at the most silly thing because it's an inside joke, or you can just have a great time with your buddy and you don't need to worry about a whole lot.
Don't go there.
I don't know, but it feels good. Anyways, Libras, I'm going to leave it here. I hope this has served and inspired. Thank you so much for being a part of this adventure with me. Again, so many apologies for the stuffy sounds, but I look forward to seeing you for later on in January, where we'll flip it for more perspective possibilities. And until then, thank you for scrying with me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Any last words, GhostTube? Last words?
Subscribers.
There you go.